Hi guys, now that you have Git on your system, you'll want to do a few things to customize your Git environment, right? So you should have to do these things only once on any given computer. They will stick around between upgrades, like if you go from Windows 10 to 11, or you are moving from Windows Ubuntu 12.04 to 14.04, or maybe a higher version of Mac. So be it any upgrade, you don't need to basically change these settings, and you can also change them at any time by running through the commands again. So Git comes with a tool, and this tool is called as git config. Let's run this command and see how it happens and how it works. But before running this command, what we will do is I want you to open these terminals or command prompt in your Windows and just start typing whatever I'm typing over here. So our very first tool is the git config, and press enter. So over here we see that git config, these are the options, like the options that we are seeing here. These are the options that git config gives for taking any particular kind of action or to perform any certain kind of operation. Like we see the very first thing, the config file location. So the config file location, it actually stores information related to any particular user. So if you have say a git account, so you will also be having a username and a password attached to it. So what the config file does is it stores these credentials, and it doesn't ask for it every time you log in, and it simply takes the credentials from this particular folder and get it's done. This was about the git config, and the multiple options are related to actions, which are get all. You can read all these options that is available over here. For now, the very first thing that we will do is to set our username and email address on our machine. This is mainly important because every git commit uses this information, and it's immutably baked into the commits you start creating. And again, when I talk about commit, what I mean is, like, suppose if I made certain change in my file index.php today, like I wrote an additional h1 HTML tag over there, and again I made some changes tomorrow. So what I'll do is today again, after at the end of the entire day, after I have completed the entire coding and I'm satisfied, okay, this is what I wanted for today, I start with the git. I simply commit my changes. Then again I'll do something, I will again commit my changes. So suppose initially a company, say Facebook, they had the initial website in 2005. So even now if they want, they must have committed those changes in 2005 itself. So even now if they want, they can simply roll back to those commit and start coding directly on those source code. So the very first thing, let's get started with creating our username, which works as start, like, type with me, it's git config. Then we have this global hyphen global parameter, user dot name, and in double quotes I'll write my name, which is Sukant Kumar. Press enter. Then again we will set our email address. The syntax is much more or less very similar to what we did on top, except for user.name we will be using user.email, and then we write the email address, which is, say, sukant@abcd.com, and then I press enter. Again, we need to do these two things only once, and if we are passing, since we are passing the global function, the git will always use that information for anything we do in this system. And if you want to override this with a different name or email ID for specific projects, then simply run the command without global option when you are committing the changes in that project, or adding the changes, or doing any particular thing. There are many GUI tools that will also help you to do this when you first run them, but for now, again, we will simply use this particular thing. Then the other changes that are done over here is like, now if we simply, so no more changes are basically required now. So these are the main changes that were needed in the very first place. Now what we'll do now is we'll check our settings. So git config list. So here we can see my username and the email address. And if I want to check a single detail of a user, then we can simply type this git config user dot name, or git config user dot email. So that's how, it's as simple as this. This is all for this video. Thank you so much.